In light of recent events, you guys know how serious I am about protecting my girls on the court. But what's protecting my home court, aka my actual home? The obvious choice was green. Whether I just need
The fire of Sophie Cunningham. In the heart of Columbia, Missouri, under a sky painted with the golden hues of a Midwest sunset, Sophie Cunningham stood on the cracked asphalt of her childhood driveway, a basketball spinning on her finger. The air smelled of fresh-cut grass and determination. At 10 years old, she was already a force, her ponytail swinging as she dribbled past her older sister Lindsay, who laughed but couldn't steal the ball. Sophie's eyes burned with focus, a spark that would one day light up WNBA arenas. This was where it all began, on a court where the hoop was slightly bent from her relentless shots. Sophie grew up farm strong, as her family called it, raised on stories of hard work and grit from her parents, both former athletes at the University of Missouri. Her father, Jim, told tales of football glory, while her mother, Paula, spoke of track triumphs. But Sophie carved her own path. By 6, she'd earned a black belt in taekwondo, her small frame delivering kicks with precision that left grown instructors speechless. On the court, she was fearless, diving for loose balls and scrapping with anyone who dared challenge her. Her sister Lindsay, her first rival, bore the bruises of their backyard battles, but even she admitted Sophie's fire was unmatched. High school at Rock Bridge was where Sophie became a legend. She didn't just play basketball, she dominated. Leading her team to state championships, she was a whirlwind of energy, sinking three-pointers and diving into the stands for saves. When the football team's kicker went down, Sophie stepped up, coolly nailing field goals under Friday night lights. The crowd roared her name, but she just grinned, already thinking about her next shot on the court. That grit carried her to Mizzou, where she became the Tigers' all-time leading scorer, averaging 17 points a game, her name etched in the record books. The WNBA called in 2019, and the Phoenix Mercury drafted her 13th overall. Sophie brought her fire to the pros, but it was her trade to the Indiana Fever in 2025 that set the league ablaze. Paired with Caitlin Clark, Sophie found a new purpose: protector. When Connecticut's J.C. Sheldon poked Clark in the eye during a game, Sophie didn't hesitate. With seconds ticking down, she grabbed Sheldon, pulling her to the ground in a move that was equal parts taekwondo precision and raw loyalty. The crowd erupted, some booing, others chanting Sophie. Sophie, as she was ejected. Her jersey sold out overnight, and her TikTok followers soared past 1 million. She wasn't just a player, she was a phenomenon. Off the court, Sophie was still the Missouri girl who danced with her mom to Joe Dirt vibes and wore cowboy boots with a bikini, laughing at her own chipped tooth when Clark teased her on Instagram. But on the hardwood, she was a warrior. "I'm here to protect my team," she said after the Sheldon incident, her voice steady. "That's who I am." The WNBA learned quickly: mess with her squad, and you'd face the fire of Sophie Cunningham, a flame forged in Missouri, unyielding and unforgettable.